no fuel, no charging, no emissions, and somehow it's legal? Maxwell's latest breakthrough doesn't just rewrite the EV rulebook, it sets it on fire. Imagine a car that drives indefinitely, powered by nothing you've ever heard of before. Is this the future of mobility, or the end of everything we thought we knew about energy? When the news broke, the world thought it was a hoax. An electric vehicle that doesn't require charging stations, battery swaps, or even fuel. Maxwell Technologies, a company famous for pushing the boundaries of ultracapacitors, claims they've unlocked a method to continuously power a full-size EV forever. No plugs, no pumps, just endless energy on demand. The bold claim? 1 million miles without ever stopping to refuel. So how does it work? Maxwell's secret lies in a revolutionary microenergy harvesting system, a hybrid of quantum capacitors and ambient energy converters. In simpler terms, it pulls power from environmental forces like vibration, heat, and even electromagnetic fields, storing it instantly without the energy loss traditional batteries suffer from. This isn't science fiction. Patents filed suggest energy density rates 10 times greater than lithium-ion cells, and recharge cycles measured not in thousands but infinite. Here's where it gets controversial. By definition, this technology doesn't count as fuel or charging, which means, in many countries, it bypasses fuel taxes, EV road levies, and even emission regulations. In short, Maxwell's EV could operate outside the laws written for today's energy economy. Governments aren't ready for this, and oil companies definitely aren't happy. If Maxwell delivers, the ripple effects are staggering. Charging networks could collapse overnight, energy utilities might face a new reality, and car ownership will be transformed forever. Imagine never worrying about charging stations on a road trip, never paying for gas again. Mobility truly unchained. But with disruptive power comes disruptive consequences. Will this trigger a new energy arms race? And who controls a car that never stops? Critics warn, this sounds too good to be true. Skeptics argue that energy harvesting at this scale is scientifically impossible with today's physics, unless Maxwell has discovered something entirely new. Could this be the moment we step into the post-battery era, or another overhyped tech promise? So, is Maxwell's law-breaking EV the start of a new energy revolution, or just a mirage? We want to hear from you. Would you trust a car that never needs fuel or charging? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech shaping our future. While Maxwell remains tight-lipped, global automakers are scrambling behind closed doors. Sources inside major car companies reveal emergency task forces studying patents, fearing a repeat of what lithium-ion did to lead-acid batteries, only faster, bigger, and far more disruptive. China, Europe, and the U.S. are already positioning for control. If one nation monopolizes this breakthrough, it could rewrite not just transportation, but global power itself. Here's the question nobody's answering. If energy becomes free and infinite, who profits? Charging networks vanish. Fuel taxes evaporate. Oil giant collapse. Governments lose trillions. Will they even allow this tech to exist, or bury it before it ever reaches the public? Insiders leak that Maxwell's prototype isn't just a car, it's a platform. Trucks, planes, even grid-scale storage could follow. The labs are under heavy security, with rumors of military interest. Some suggest this could become the most tightly guarded energy secret since nuclear power. Right now, we stand on the edge of two futures, one where mobility is limitless and free, and one where this discovery sparks conflict over who controls it. Maxwell might not just be breaking laws of energy, but rewriting the balance of global power. Even as Maxwell's prototype makes headlines, forces are already moving in the shadows. Competitors aren't waiting for public releases. Whispers of espionage, data breaches, and black budget programs have surfaced. Leaked documents hint that multiple governments are racing to replicate or weaponize this limitless energy source. What happens when a car company accidentally triggers a global energy arms race? We've seen this before with oil, but never with something this unstoppable. A former engineer claims Maxwell's tech isn't just harvesting energy, it's creating it, tapping into quantum fluctuations that physics barely understands. He warns of unknown side effects, ones Maxwell hasn't disclosed. Soon after his interview leaked online, he vanished. His last message? They're watching everything. Meanwhile, the world is starting to ask hard questions. If this tech works, why is it everywhere already? Why are governments silent? And why does every leaked video disappear within hours? Online forums explode with theories. Some say suppression. Others say it's too dangerous to unleash. Then came the footage. A shaky night vision clip, supposedly filmed inside Maxwell's secret test facility, shows a sleek, unmarked vehicle running endlessly on a closed track. No charging stations. No fuel pumps. Just motion uninterrupted for days. Experts analyzing the clip confirmed something shocking. The energy output exceeds known capacitor limits by orders of magnitude. In other words, either the footage is fake or Maxwell just rewrote physics itself. Within hours of the leak, rival automakers launched quiet legal maneuvers. Patents challenged. Lawsuits prepared. Lobbyists activated. Some demand government intervention. Others want Maxwell's research seized for national security. Behind the scenes, the fight isn't about cars. It's about control of infinite energy. And then, Maxwell finally broke their silence. A single cryptic message on their social media. We've crossed the threshold. It can't be undone. No images, no details, just enough to ignite speculation worldwide. Within days of that post, reports surfaced that Maxwell's first 3 prototypes disappeared. Security footage? Wiped. Employees? Silent. Official statement? Ongoing investigation. But insiders whisper about an unmarked convoy seen leaving the facility at 3 a.m., destination unknown. Some believe the prototypes were seized by government agencies. Others insist Maxwell moved them to an undisclosed underground facility. Either way, the cars are gone and the silence is deafening. Amid the chaos, a rumor spreads. Maxwell is preparing a public demonstration. A full-scale showcase where the world will see this infinite energy EV in action. But here's the catch. Invitations are limited, location undisclosed, and only leaked coordinates hint at a remote desert site in Nevada. But not everyone wants this test to happen. A coalition of oil giants, energy investors, and even foreign powers are rumored to be planning to stop the reveal by any means necessary. Hackers are targeting Maxwell servers. Black market bids for stolen schematics are skyrocketing. We're no longer talking about a car. This is now the most valuable technology on Earth. The leaked coordinates point to a barren stretch of Nevada desert, abandoned airstrips, restricted airspace, and rumors of hidden underground labs. Satellite imagery shows sudden construction, temporary hangars, heavy security, and what looks like a test track carved into sand. Tech bloggers, journalists, and conspiracy hunters are already en route, hoping to witness history before it's erased. But there's one question on everyone's mind. Why here and why now? Days before the scheduled test, ham radio operators reported something strange. A constant, low-frequency signal pulsing from deep beneath the desert floor. Analysts believe it's connected to Maxwell's energy system. But the frequency isn't like anything seen before. Some call it harmless. Others whisper, that's not supposed to exist. The night before the demonstration, unidentified drones breached the test site's perimeter. Security intercepted, but 3 were lost in the chase. 1 crashed inside the compound. Footage leaked online shows what appears to be the prototype itself. Sleek, black, silent. No exhaust. No ports. Just motion, humming with faint blue light. Sunrise over the Nevada desert. Dozens of unmarked vehicles arrive in silence. Armed security forms a perimeter while engineers in unbranded suits prepare something under massive tarps. No media allowed, no phones permitted, yet somehow whispers leak. This is Maxwell's first public ignition. The crowd is small, but the stakes? Global. CEOs, military officials, and shadowy observers from rival nations stand shoulder to shoulder, watching history about to unfold. The tarp drops. Silence follows. What emerges looks nothing like an EV. No grille, no exhaust. Seamless black panels glint in the sun. The air around it hums, faintly, almost like static. Observers say it feels alive. Then, without a single sound, the car moves. No rev, no engine whine. Just motion. Effortless. It accelerates past 200 miles per hour across the desert floor, and it's still gaining speed. Halfway down the track, the car does something physics shouldn't allow. A 90-degree turn at full speed, no skid, no loss of control. Spectators gasp. Military officials exchange glances. This isn't just a car. It's operating on principles no one in the crowd can explain. Then, without warning, everything stops. The vehicle freezes mid-track. Not coasts. Stops. Instantly. No brakes. No skid marks. Observers stare in stunned silence as a low-frequency hum fills the air, vibrating through the ground. Engineers rush forward, shouting codes no one outside understands. Seconds later, every electronic device in a 2-mile radius goes dead. Cameras black out. Communication scrambles. It's as if the vehicle just erased the world around it. And then, something even stranger. Witnesses report a shimmering halo above the car. At first, a mirage. Then, unmistakable, a ring of light, rotating silently, distorting the very air. Some swear the stars flickered in daylight. Others say they saw something looking back. Security moves fast. Armed teams rush the perimeter, escorting key figures into armored transports. A voice booms over hidden speakers. Shut it down. Now. But here's the terrifying part. No one seems to know how to shut it down. The cars are responding to their commands or physics. The hum intensifies. The halo above the car expands, now engulfing the entire test site in shimmering light. Dust lifts. Sand ripples like water. Time itself feels slower. Witnesses drop to their knees, shielding their eyes as the vehicle begins to rise, defying gravity entirely. In a flash, it's gone. The car, the halo, the sound, silence. A scorch pattern is left etched into the desert floor, a perfect geometric symbol no one recognizes. Satellite images confirm there's nothing there. No wreckage, no debris, just emptiness. Within hours, the site is locked down. Witnesses vanish into protective custody. Online leaks are scrubbed. Official statement, routine test. No anomalies. But in underground forums, theories spread like wildfire. Did Maxwell unlock infinite energy or something far beyond human understanding? 3 days later, Maxwell's social media posted one final message. 4 words. It has begun. Watch.